back to Eden. How are you all doing? So we were discussing about types of nouns. So today also we are still going on with the types of nouns only. 3 more types of nouns are left over. We'll be discussing those. Like today we'll be discussing about collective nouns. Collective nouns. Are you all practicing whatever is being taught, whoever is following? Like, are you just going through what is being done? Like, did you try to make different types of singulars and their plurals? Okay, so try to make as many as you can. Okay, so collective nouns. By the name itself, we can make it out what collection is. Collective noun is the word which is used for a group, for a collection. Okay, what are collective nouns? Words used to represent. Words used to represent what? A group of, represent a group of people, animals, or things. If you notice, I have used people, I didn't say person. Okay, because we are using the plural form here. Person is singular, people is plural, right? So people, animals or things. So when they are in groups, the word which is used to represent, we won't be calling out like a group of lions came, a group of dogs came, or a group of puppies came. When someone is using like this, a group of people came. So if we are using that, a group of people are gathered here. If we say words like that, that is like not correct. Okay, grammatically it is not correct. If you want to use a correct form of or a correct word for a group, you need to know the collective nouns. So generally when you read textbooks or when you read stories, when you read beautiful stories, you'll come across this beautiful words of collective nouns. Okay, so what are these collective nouns exactly? So I said it is a word used to represent group of people, animals or things. Okay, now we will be seeing few collective nouns. Few collective nouns. Suppose if I am using a word like flock. If I use a word like flock, what is it generally representing? It represents a group of sheep. Okay, what is it representing? In the previous class also, in the previous session when we were discussing, for sheep I have used this, a flock of sheep. So when we are saying a flock of sheep is actually telling us about group, so many sheep together. That is called as flock. Even for birds, flying birds, we'll be saying a flock of birds. Okay, a flock of birds are flying, right? So just now I was talking about people. What is a group of people called as? We will be saying a crowd gathered in the market. There's a lot of crowd. So crowd is indicating that there are so many people. You know what is a committee? Committee, we will be using this, a committee meeting. This word is generally used. But what is this committee? What does this committee constitute of? Committee is nothing but group of members. Some members forming together, some members gathered together. A group is formed as a committee. Okay, we will be saying that some intelligence committee is visiting, or like some committees are visiting the colleges, or some accreditation committee is coming. So this committee is nothing but some members forming as a group and coming and visiting us. So committee is a group of members. Members together forms a committee. Now in singing, while singing, people sing together. People sing together. You will see so many singers together. Do you know what it is called as when singers are together? It is nothing but we call it as a choir. It's called as a choir or choir. Depending upon the area, the pronunciation will change. Okay? It's a choir of singers. We'll be saying it's a choir. Generally in churches or in worship places, we'll be seeing a choir, a group. Okay. This you know, I think. This you can easily guess. When players are together, what do we call it as? A group of players together. We'll call it as a team. A team of players we say. A team of players. So here we have seen singers. Similarly, if there are group of musicians, what are they called as? So many musicians. We'll be seeing, we'll be hearing that rock band, rock star band. That means a group of musicians, we call them as band. It is called as band. Similarly, if there are so many directors, so we will be calling them as a board. They are called as board. A board of directors. And here if you notice, I am using a in front of all these. A is indicating that it is only one. One board. This one board has got so many directors. One band. Only one band. But that band is nothing but it is comprising of so many musicians. Right? So that is the slight difference. You might be thinking, I am telling about collective noun. I am talking about something which is in a group. But why am I using a in front of everything? It is indicating only one band, one board. Now, a class. When I say class, we'll say a class of students. A class of students. These are the terms. There are so many collective nouns. I am just telling you few so that it will be just like an example. Troop. Troop. About troop. This troop is like for monkeys also we'll be saying a troop of monkeys. Or else dancers will be saying a dance troupe. Have you heard about it? Isn't it? You know most of the times we will be using the words but we don't know. Without knowing them we will be using that it is a collective noun. We don't use it as a collective noun but still we'll be using. There's a dance troupe here. The dance troupe itself indicates that there are some dancers there. Dance troupe. Similarly, for monkeys also you will be calling it as troop of monkeys. Okay. Now, have you ever seen NGC National Geographic Channel? In that, most of the time they'll be covering this lions thing. So if you see, they'll be using that word. A pride of lions were sitting on the road or were blocking the road. So when we use that pride of lions, some might think that lions are proud, but it is not about the pride in the lions, but this pride indicates a group of lions. What do we call a group of lions as? Pride. Pride is group of lions. Similarly, pack. This word pack is used for wolves. We won't say group of wolves. We'll be using a word pack of wolves. Pack of wolves. Suppose, if we are saying there is a panel. There is a panel. Panel of what? Panel of some experts. Panel of experts. I am not telling all the collective nouns, only few from each case I am telling. So if possible, we will make all the list of all the collective nouns in one video. Okay, but as of now, just for understanding what collective nouns are exactly, and try to make sentences with each word. Like if we say gang, a gang of thieves or robbers, we'll be using the word gang. A gang of thieves. Now coming to, we'll be seeing ants in the house everywhere, isn't it? They'll be marching and going all the time. So what is the collective noun might be? It is an army. Army. So we'll be using an army of ants, or you can even say a colony of ants, right? Or if it is about puppies or kittens, you will be using the term as litter. A litter of puppies. Okay. Or if it is cats we call them as clouder. This is from a story novel we will find this. Cats, generally we call them as a clouder of cats. Okay. Similarly, if you are talking about bees in general, bees, a swarm of bees or a hive of bees we say. For bees we will be using a swarm or hive. Okay. Or else if you are talking about crows we call them as murder of crows. A murder of crows. Okay. Isn't it strange? Okay. So we call them as a murder of crows. Means when there are so many crows together, we'll call them as murder. Similarly, if there are so many hounds or dogs, we call them as pack, just like wolf. Okay, we call them as pack. If there are so many hounds, you know what hounds are? Hounds are big dogs. Okay, so these are about animals, few animals we have taken. Or coming to, like we are saying, collective noun is a word used for a group of animals, people or things even. So coming to things, you can say a range. Range. You can make out. Range of mountains. Mountain ranges we'll say, isn't it? So when they are together we call them as ranges. Forest. What is forest? Forest is comprising of trees. Trees. So together when so many trees are there, we'll say a forest of trees. Or ships. When they are together in one place, when they are gathered in one place, we call them as fleet. What is it called? A fleet of ships. We call them as fleet of ships. Suppose if flowers are all gathered together. This you know. We call it as a bouquet. We call it as a bouquet of flowers. We call them as bouquet of flowers. Suppose if we are arranging all the sticks together, we will be calling it as bundle of sticks. Isn't it? Like that, if we start making words, if we start making words, if we start thinking about, now like if we want to talk about papers. Papers means, we will not be saying a bunch of papers, okay, but it is actually a ream of papers. What is it? Ream. So these are all different collective nouns. There are so many other collective nouns, like if we want to talk about cards. Okay, people will be playing cards. That also will be calling it as a pack of cards or a deck of cards. Okay, so likewise, if we look around, we will be coming across so many. If we are talking about rabbits, means a colony of rabbits. Right? So many things. If we just see flies or bees or all these things, again they are again swarm. All these groups will be calling it as a collective noun. So one word which is used to represent a group is called as a collective noun. Right? So one more topic in this particular session is compound nouns. Okay, compound nouns. So what is a compound noun? Compound means, compounding means joining. Compounding means joining. How are the words joined? So a noun which is made out of two or more words. Okay, a noun which is made out of two or more nouns is called as a compound noun. Or two or more words. So when they are combined, then it is called as a compound noun. These two or more words which are actually participating in the compound noun, each word will again give up some meaning. It will be a part of the word again. Okay? Each word is a part of the compound noun. Right? So this can be of three types. Closed compound, open compound. Closed compound, or otherwise we can call them as single. Open compound, or otherwise we can call them as double compounded, or the other one is hyphenated. The third type is hyphenated. Okay, these are the three types of compound nouns. What is open compound? Closed compound or single? That means the word appears to be as a single word. They will not be separated by any space or anything. They will be appearing as a single word. Two different words are combined together to give only one meaning. Like I have said, toothbrush. Toothbrush. You won't be using a space between tooth and brush. Okay, it's combined, it's compounded, it is made as a single word. It is a closed compound word. It is called as a closed compound word, like haircut. We get a haircut. So hair and cut, both are having some meaning and they are participating in the meaning. So that is a closed compound word, like in haircut, toothbrush, okay, toothpaste, all these are like closed compound. Now coming to open compound, the open compound words are something wherein they will be separated. Okay, they will be separated. Two words are separated by a small space, you can say. Suppose we are saying rainforest. A rainforest. Rainforest. This is actually a compound word. This is actually a compounded noun. How? Two different words, rain and forest, are compounded together and it is forming into a single word. Rainforest is indicating. It is not indicating that it has got rain and it is a forest. Okay, rainforest means something wherein they will be having more rains. Okay, so that is a rainforest. Right? Understood? So that is a compound. Which type of compound word is it? It is a double compound word. Suppose if you want to make the plural of this compound noun, If you want to make the plural of this compound noun, rainforest. So will it be rains forest? Will it be rains forest? Rains will not be compounded. Rains will not be plural. Only the forest will be plural. Rainforest. It will become rainforest. For single compound, it is very easy. If we are saying toothbrush, we will simply make it as toothbrushes. The plural is simply formed by making it, adding s or es, or depending upon the condition, you will be adding the respective rule. But coming to an open compound, you will be forming it into its plural form. You can't add s to the rain. You have to add s to the forest. Rainforest. You'll be saying rainforest. You won't be saying rains forest. Right? You have to see which will be plural. Right? So that is about open compounded. The third one is hyphenated. Hyphenated means 2 or 3 words which are combined using a hyphen in between. Hyphen. What is a hyphen? This is a hyphen, a dash. This is a hyphenated means there will be a hyphen in between. Suppose if we say mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. This is a compound noun which is hyphenated. They are separated by hyphens, but they are indicating one single word. Okay, mother-in-law is indicating one single law, like father-in-law, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, brother-in-law. All these are hyphenated words. Now if you want, this is a single thing. Mother-in-law means one mother-in-law. If you want to talk about more, if you want to talk about more number, if you want to say that it is plural, how will it be plural? It means plural. Like how will you make it as a plural? Will you make it as mother-in-laws? Mother-in-laws? So you have to remember one thing here. The laws in law does not change. Law is same. Who is being plural? Mother. So it will become mothers-in-law. Okay? It will become mothers-in-law. Mothers-in-law is the plural form. You understood? This is about compound nouns, the different types of compound nouns. So finally, you have seen collective nouns and compound nouns. Try to make many words related to these, okay? And do practice, do follow. Please do like, share and subscribe, and keep rocking. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.